How's it going, everybody? It's Sports Card Walt, the Card Maniac. You can find me over on Twitter, aka X, at the Card Maniac, where I like to drive around looking for cards, waste my time so you don't have to. It's Spring Training Week 2024. Super excited about it. Not sure when this video is going to be released. Probably right after games have started. And today we have part 4 of our series of breaking down MLB Pipeline's top 100 prospects from a card collecting perspective. Just the hitters, sorry pitchers. I know you don't get a whole lot of love, ton of love in a hobby. Not to say that there can't be a lot of good pitching prospects on this list. There certainly are. We're just going to focus on the hitters. And let's start breaking it down here. We're going to begin with number 53rd on the list, and it's going to be Drew Gilbert for the New York Mets, a former Houston Astro prospect. He was drafted in the first round in 2022. Gilbert's 23 years old, center fielder, had a really solid season in 2023 with 18 home runs, 12 stolen bases, and 868 OPS. There's a lot to like with Gilbert. The bigger market in New York, probably a little bit more to like. Already reached AA ball. Played about a season's worth of games so far with an 873 OPS and a really terrific K rate at 18%. You can find Drew Gilbert's cards in 2022 Bowman Draft, and his first year autograph is going to be about $50. I have Drew Gilbert as a maybe, just probably due to his age being slightly higher for prospecting goes. But with him being a New York Met, them starving for talent at the major league level, that could change pretty quickly. At 51st on this list is going to be Michael Busch, now the Chicago Cubs, former Los Angeles Dodger, switched teams in the offseason. He's already reached Major League Baseball. He's already 26 years old. Last year in the minors, he had an amazing season, going all the way through to AAA. 27 home runs, not a lot of speed, but over 1,000 OPS. As you can see in this list, when I have something with a red ranking, that's due to, as far as the age, he's one of the oldest players in the top 100. For his career, a 919 OPS. K rates, not too bad. You can find his cards in 2019 Bowman Draft, and his first year autograph is going to run you about $30. As you can see, his first rookie card logo card has already been out late last year with 2023 Topps Update. I have Michael Busch as a no for prospectability just because of the fact that he's already 26 years old. I know that that is young, right? It is young, 26 years old. But as far as for prospecting, card collecting, as a prospector might go, 26 is pretty ancient, unfortunately. Not to say that there aren't any Chicago Cubs superfans or former Los Angeles Dodger fans of his that would still want to collect his cards. More power to you. Michael Busch is probably going to end up having a very solid season for Chicago, playing hopefully every day. 48th on this list is going to be Brady House for the Washington Nationals. House is still just 20 years old. It feels like Brady House has been around forever. Been around for about 3 years, drafted right out of high school, found in 2021. Had a pretty solid season last year. Good power, okay speed, over 300 batting average, but the OPS at 862 is very good. Brady House plays a position at shortstop, but he can also play third base as well. That's where he probably will end up given his bigger frame. He's reached AA. Really important season for Brady as he takes that next step. His career has kind of ebbed and flowed in the last 2 or 3 seasons since he's been drafted. But it looks like he's finally started getting it on the right track. Although his K rate's still going to show pretty high overall at 25%. You can find Brady House's cards in 2021 Bowman Draft for his first year autograph, running about $50. I have him as a no. I have a lot of this 10 that we have in part 4 as no's. Again, that could change very fast. Probably not liking his K rate all too much. Shouldn't really matter all that much. But right now, he's a no for me. Doesn't mean that he isn't going to be an amazing prospect for Washington. At 47th overall, we have Owen Casey for the Chicago Cubs. Second round draft pick in 2020. Had a very good season last year, a terrific season with 22 home runs, a little bit of speed, an OPS over 900. There's a lot to like with Owen Casey. A very undervalued and overlooked, in my opinion, even though, as you can see, his autograph cards from 2020 Bowman Draft, where you can find his first years, is at $80 right now. Again, just talking about Owen Casey, just looking at it right in front of me, I did have him as a no. Let's switch that to a yes. Plays in a big market, plays in the outfield, has power, has some speed. He's already reached AA level. This is a guy that could contend for a late call-up either this year or next year. A 29.91% K rate is a little concerning. He's played 279 games in a minor so far. So that's something to keep an eye on. I know we say take these K rates with a grain of salt. 29.91% is a little high, so I'll be curious to see where he starts the season, whether it's still in AA or would they move him up to AAA if he struggles. 46th in the top 100 list is going to be Tyler Black for the Milwaukee Brewers. Second round pick. Actually, he was a competitive balance first round pick in 2021. Tyler has a lot of speed for a third baseman. He had 55 steals last year and over 900 OPS. To like with Tyler Black, one of the reasons why he's ranked in the top 50. First round pick again in 2021. He's already reached AAA. This is a player that should make the majors this season, barring any catastrophe. 213 games played in the minors over the last couple of seasons. A very, very good K rate at 18.3%. Almost a 900 OPS. Just talking about him now, again, I have him as a no, and I want to switch it to a yes because there's a lot to like about Tyler Black. And his first year autographs can be found in 2021 Bowman Draft if that's where you're trying to find him. And they run about $35, and that's actually pretty darn good value considering his ability. At 45th on this list is going to be Jet Williams for the New York Mets. A lot of hype surrounding Jet. He's still just 20 years old, plays a premium position. First rounder in 2022, struggled pretty badly. The first year, maybe year and a half, came on pretty strong late last season in the minors. Has a lot of speed and decent power. This is a very, I wouldn't say undervalued prospect, but maybe a slightly overlooked prospect. Really good season last year for Jet Williams. He's already reached AA. An 871 OPS so far in 131 games played. And a K rate's about average at 21.56%. You can find his cards, Jet Williams, in 2022 Bowman Draft. And his first year autographs are about $65. Again, given the market in New York City, given his ability to play both the outfield and infield at premium positions, I have Jet Williams as a yes for prospectability. 44th on this list is going to be Termarr Johnson for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Fourth overall pick in the 2022 MLB Draft. Termarr Johnson is still just 19 years old. He was drafted out of high school. Very good power, pretty darn good speed, 860 OPS last. Termarr has reached high A ball, should continue to go through to AA this season. His K rate's a little high at 25.92%, but he does have a little bit of power and plays the second base position that doesn't have a whole lot of depth throughout Major League Baseball. You can find Termarr Johnson's first year cards in 2022 Bowman Draft, just like Jet Williams's was. Termarr Johnson's first year autograph is slightly high at $90. A lot of that just has to do with the fact that he was the fourth overall pick a couple seasons ago. Because he's still just 19, he's shown pretty darn good power. I have him as a yes for prospectability. Coming at 43rd on this list is going to be Mason Wynn for the St. Louis Cardinals. Second in 2020. So he's been around for a few seasons. Really good power, really good speed. And that transitioned to a call-up late last year for St. Louis. He's already reached Major League Baseball. He's 21 years old, very young. The expectation is Mason to play every day for St. Louis Cardinals at shortstop. Posted a 788 OPS in his minor league career. Average K rate is very good. You can find his first year cards in 2020 Bowman draft. What's interesting about Mason Wynn is he does not have a first year autograph card. Might be why I have him as a no for prospectability because we just really don't know what his value is going to be just in regards to autographs. Interesting to note that while Mason did make it to Major League Baseball late last year, he missed the cutoff for Topps Update. He is not going to be in Top Series 1 for his, quote, flagship, end quote, card. But he does have insert rookies, I believe, in the set that was just released last week. He might actually have autographs. Actually, he does have autograph cards in the silver packs. But his first actual flagship rookie card will most likely be in Topps Series 2, coming out later this season. At 42nd on the list is going to be Emmanuel Rodriguez for the Minnesota Twins. Rodriguez is 20 years old, free agent prospect. Had a really good season last year. A lot of power, a lot of speed, very good walk rate. There's a lot to like with Emmanuel Rodriguez. As far as his walk rate, there's a lot to not like about Emmanuel Rodriguez because of his high K rate. He is one of the highest, just like Owen Casey's at 29, basically 30%, which is just not very good. And it's going to be interesting as he's only reached high A ball, how that will translate once he gets to Double A. It might prove to be problematic for him. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be a very interesting prospect to kind of follow as the year progresses. You can find Emmanuel Rodriguez's first cards in 2021 Bowman Chrome, and it'll run you about $50. Because of his age, his premium position in the outfield, and the $50 price tag, I have Emmanuel Rodriguez as a yes for prospectability, but we'll have to kind of see how that K rate translates when he reaches Double A. Last but not least on this list of part 4 is 41st ranked prospect Jason Dominguez, a very highly touted prospect for the New York Yankees who is currently injured going through a Tommy John surgery. So don't expect him to be playing in Major League Baseball for about 2 more months. Dominguez, I feel like, again, he's been around, feels like for forever. International free in 2020, I believe. Very highly touted, very well documented. His struggles early on, but he did well enough, early last year to get a call-up where he actually did pretty well in a cup of coffee of games at the major league level with 4 home runs and just 31 at-bats. Focusing on just the minor league numbers for Jason Dominguez, over about 3.5 seasons worth of games, posted an 803 OPS. A rate's a little high at 25%. He's still just 20 years old, though. I have him as a maybe, and even though he plays for a big market, even though it is Jason Dominguez, the super prospect for the Yankees, his first-year autograph cards, as we start to see, as we get further and further in this list towards number 1, his first-year autograph is $340. That's a very hard number to want to say, hey, let's start prospecting Jason Dominguez, given now his injury history, given his high K rate throughout minor league baseball. But the power is definitely there. The big market is definitely there. Once he comes back from injury, it'll be really interesting to see how Jason Dominguez does for the Yankees. Whether or not his prices can sustain that, or whether they will drop significantly. Alright guys, that'll do it for part 4 of the series. As we move on into the top 40, it's going to get even more exciting seeing some of these names on this list, what their values are, where you can find their cards. Please like and subscribe. It will really help out this channel. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And we'll see you next time.
What does the card reading mean?